matchup we've been waiting for. Conference rivals who don't like each other very much, and heightened intensity here because both teams come in ranked in the top 10. Welcome to the Old Horseshoe in the banks of the Olentangy, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. As we'll see the number 7 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on last year's national champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kurt Lundstreet. Kurt, let's get this thing going. The Nittany Lions will kick this away to get us going. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
Not only does the defense stack him up at the point of attack, but he was instantly pushed backwards. The defense was prepared to defend the RPO.
First down loss sets up 2nd and long from the 11.
Let's go.
Dropping back, it's Sayin. Short connection to the tight end here. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. Both teams sort of sparring in the early going, what we expect to be a really competitive top 10 showdown here midseason.
Yeah, midseason games like this are so exciting because you think you know who these teams are, and after today, we'll have a much better idea. The team that plays mistake-free is going to be able to get out of here with a win.
Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a 4th down.
Gosh, I just love to watch this defense fly around. Great job here on 3rd down. Look at it. You're on the road. Things are going against you early in the game, and you block all of that out, and you're running around with confidence making plays.
Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. They'll go down after a nice pickup on the play. That'll be a 1st down.
Hey, they hit this for the 1st down, and I kind of like the approach. Be aggressive. Show your players that you believe in them, especially early in the game like this. Take a chance, and here it works out for them.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Picks up the first, looking for more. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Smith. Brought down, but broke a tackle. Produce a solid gain there. Buckeyes hustle to the line to run the hurry out. The quarterback making some changes at the line. The back's got it. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a 1st down.
Positive yards, that's all you want to see as an offense. As long as you're moving the ball forward, it's going to give you a chance to continue to get 1st downs. What are they looking at now? 3rd and inches, it looks like.
Grab near the sticks. It's Jackson. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. That huge play sets up a great opportunity. 1st and goal just outside the 5. Back to throw. It's Sayin. Launching one to the end zone. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
You know, this guy's one of the more talented quarterbacks in the country. A little bit rare to see him throw a ball where his mechanics are off that poorly.
Nothing on first down, so now it's 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. On the move now. On the run here. Lets it go. The receiver makes the catch. Brought down at the 2 after the catch. The offense close to punching it in. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Well, that's the gift of having a running back with this kind of speed. Forget about worrying about the inside of this defense. Get to the edge, use his speed, and walk into the end zone.
Lining up to try the extra point. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open the score. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled on the play, but there is a flag down. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. And there's the handoff. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
What a nice job here by this offensive line in the back to pick up this first down. And, Chris, you know better than me growing up in this area, Penn State's offense and the ability to run the ball probably been doing it as well as anybody in college football for decades, going back to guys like the late, great Franco Harris and Kajana Carter and Larry Johnson and Miles Sanders more recently, and, of course, Saquon Barkley. I mean, the list goes on of great Penn State running backs, and I'm sure they're proud to see him running the football the way he is today.
You'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense behind the 6 now in 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Looking downfield, it's Aller. Makes the grab. It's Ross. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Well, the defense sits back in his zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
I'll give the defense a lot of credit there. They were ready for this option play. Good awareness and containment to be able to force them into this upcoming 3rd down situation.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Moves out of the pocket. Trying to create outside the pocket, but they got him for a sack. And the Nittany Lions will come to the line and break up the tempo. They're going to run it. Defense stops him short of the markers, and now it's 4th down. Oh, a big decision here very early. They're going to go for it, but they're outside of the 50 for the first possession. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Gets rid of it on the move. Finds his man. It's Pena. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Bit of a risky decision here to go for it on your own side of the 50, but guess what? They make it work. Keep the sticks moving.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quick throw to the flat. It's a screen. The defense drops him for a loss. He went backwards there. A 2nd down behind the sticks now. Well, Ohio State has the lead here, Kirk. Let's check out the stats now for the opening period. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the 2nd period. Here we go, first play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Back to pass. It's Allen. A screen to the wide receiver. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. Take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now. So on their first drive of the game, they'll go for it in their own territory. Now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. Oh, a big decision here very early. They're going to go for it on their own side of the 50 on the first possession. Grab down the middle. It's Pena. They get him at the 42. Good enough for a first down. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. The Nittany Lions lining up here on 1st and 10. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Kirk, all these players aware, if you can make your mark, if you can make a special moment, this kind of rivalry game, that's just remembered forever.
Chris, that's so true. I mean, I played in the Ohio State-Michigan rivalry, and unfortunately, Desmond Howard had his moment where he returned the punt. We're still talking about the pose. So it's a huge opportunity for these players, but I also think the players that press, the players that try to make plays, that try to have that moment, I think that can backfire. I think you have to let the game come to you, control those emotions, and find out if you can just go out there and eventually have that moment, but let it come to you.
They bring him down to the 16, but they move the football into the red zone. First down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, especially on third down. Get him the ball.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Looking to throw. It's Allen. Grabbed by the receiver. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
Looking right, this one caught. Touchdown, Penn State. Strong game by this quarterback. So they reach the end zone after a marathon march. How about the execution in that drive, Kirk?
Well, I know a lot of times people get excited for the big plays. They're fun to watch. But what's impressive to me is an offense that can put together a long drive and then finally cap it off with a touchdown. That way you don't have to always rely on the big plays. That's a great drive.
No problem with PAT right down the middle. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Bringing it out. It's Graham. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. There's a run. Running back's got it. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Getting set. Here's second down. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute timeout. Important second down play coming up. Scanning the field. It's Sayan. Looking deep downfield to the left. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
Well, anytime you defend this kind of offense, you need defensive backs who are really comfortable in defending the ball being thrown downfield. It's not just the short to intermediate throws, it's the deep shots that they're willing to take. I love how he showed patience here before he knocked the ball away.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Back-to-back deep shots. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down.
Well, that's just a miscommunication here. That's busted coverage by the defense. There's no way you can leave a receiver that open. The only problem for the offense is the quarterback misses the throw. That's a touchdown.
The offense needs 10 yards on this fourth down to keep the drive going. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Fires it to the wideout. Can't connect in the long throw. Incomplete. A fourth down stop.
Well, Chris, there's crazy, then there's what we just saw. I'm not sure what this head coach is thinking. Late in the game, trailing by a bunch, I get. But you've got time. Way too early in this game to go for it on 4th and a mile.
Nowhere to run up the middle. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill curve.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You've got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
Now the offense will spend a timeout here, wanting to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Caught over the middle. It's lost. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal.
Boy, this guy is having some kind of day. That's another catch for him. And this time out of the slot, he picks up the 1st down.
Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, it is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
To the air, it's Aller. Pressure is coming. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up. The crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to run it in. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. Distance will be 23 yards at chip shot. He missed it. Off target that time. This game remains tied in the 2nd quarter.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the 1st half clock. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Grab behind the line, it's Tate. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the 1st down marker.
Chris, we're still early in this game, and you can already sense the chemistry between this quarterback and the wide receiver. These two just make it look so easy.
offense getting set. Second down play here. Wants to throw it. Grab behind the line. It's Jackson. He's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. It stings for the offense. Penalty will cost him 10 yards. Now it's second down here. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. To throw, it's Sayan. Looking for his back. Pulls it in. It's Jackson. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Empty backfield. Offense spreading the field with 5 wide. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Zips it down the middle. Deep shot caught inside the 25. Tackle made after a big gain. Ball moves to the 21. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock.
Well, there aren't very many things that can get to a quarterback of this magnitude. But I think it's safe to say that good pressure by the defense can get to any quarterback.
So second down after the incompletion. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Caught near the goal line. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. Just time enough for one more play in the half. From the shotgun, drops back. Looking for 6. And that falls incomplete as time runs out in the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick this away to begin the second half. Returner looking to make a play here. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. Trying to get something going early here in the second half and jump on top. Looking to pass. It's Allen. Tries the right with a quick throw. Wide open downfield. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
There's the handoff. That one moves the ball across the 40.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run, you can go to play action, and really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Here's a quick screen to the receiver. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Well, sometimes these wide receiver screens, the quarterback simply needs to play the numbers game to the outside, and he can avoid these negative plays in the future. Pretty much that simple.
Third down play for this offense. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Tries to get it to the running back. Grab down the middle. It's Singleton. He make the tackle, but this offense has crossed midfield. Set up for the 1st down at the 47. The Nittany Lions keep the football on the move. Keeping it on the ground here. Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
The sure hands. It's Ross. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain in that play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. Can he make it to the marker? Nowhere to run. A corralling for no gain.
Wow, the defense prevented them from getting the first down. How about that? Nice job of holding their point there at the defensive line. They came close to getting the first, but the defense deserves credit. Now we've got 4th and inches.
And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Oh, that one's picked off. Breaks into the open.
Love to see defensive backs who are able to locate the football and break on the ball and be able to go up and make a clean interception. Great play here.
Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Scanning the field. It's Sayin. Caught by the receiver. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit to swarming to the football.
It breaks into the clear. Across the 40. Finally brought down after an explosive play for this offense. Big gain. That'll put him over 150 yards today. Kirk, he is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
So quickly, with one explosive play, this offense is set up just outside the 30. Nice grab. It's Tate. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
And the quarterback keeps it on the option. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
We think about option plays, especially quarterback when he keeps the ball. A lot of times, it's a big explosive play, but sometimes it's just about getting what you can and keep the drive moving.
The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. The ball is picked off. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. Dropping back. It's Allen. Oh, he can't bring it in. A chance for a takeaway. They're one of the star players on this defense. Couldn't make it.
Boy, oh boy, Chris, this quarterback is getting way too loose with the football. He's already thrown an interception on the last series. Almost has another one here. He's got to start taking better care of the football.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Then he'll run out of bounds and picking up a few yards on the play.
Well, that's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
The ball is loose, and the defense comes up with the football.
Well, it looked like they might have picked up the first down, but this defense not giving up on that play, jars the ball loose from that running back and picks up a nice turnover.
Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
And it's a nice job by this defense. They saw option. They actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Brought down quickly at the 14, but the offense is in the red zone.
That's an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding that window between the zones and delivering the ball on time.
On the shotgun, it's a handoff. And he's brought down short of the line to gain in what should be the last play of this third quarter. As we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Pass caught, can he get in? Touchdown, Ohio State. And jump on top now here in the fourth.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And the point after is good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. That fumble in the last possession set up a touchdown. Can they bounce back from that costly error here? They test the middle there, but get nothing.
And this defense has had a great game today. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've done a nice job of taking the run game completely away, making it a lot easier to zero in on that quarterback in the pass game.
Goes to his right side there for the completion. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers on the inside. Not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
They continue to march toward a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Second down now after the sack. Back to pass. It's Aller bringing pressure. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He makes the grab. Tackle is made at the 4. It'll be 1st down and goal.
You talk about balance as a play caller. I don't know if it gets much better than what this offense is doing. 3 runs, 3 passes, and all 3 passes have been completions. And now it's 1st and goal.
Great chance for the offense to tie the game. 1st and goal. Running back with the football. And he fights in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
And the important PAT is up and good. We're tied in the 4th. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And the return man brought down. That's decent yardage on that return. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. Quick throw to the left. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Second down play coming up. He'll hand it off. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
How about this defense today against this run game? Here we are in the fourth quarter. This guy's not gotten over 10 yards rushing. What a great effort collectively by this defense.
Critical third down play for this offense right here. Dropping back. It's Sam. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. That's a great example that he's up to it.
Buckeyes with 1st and 10 here. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Delivers quickly to the left side. That's knocked away. Defense makes a nice play. It's incomplete.
Well, this is textbook defensive back play right here. He's in phase with the wide receiver. And the thing that I love, and a lot of defensive backs don't have the ability to do, he gets his head turned around, eyes on the quarterback to know when the ball's coming to allow him to knock it away.
They finally make the tackle all the way down to the 32. Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. First down, looking to throw the football. Running back has it on a screen now. They bring him down at the 18. The offense set up in the red zone with a first down. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Time ticking away. Can the offense win it in regulation? Looking to throw it from the red zone. He escapes the pocket. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
Well, that's a great run here by this quarterback to get the first down, gets out of bounds to save himself. Critical drive here late in this game. Let's see how this thing's going to end.
The Buckeyes looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. To the air, it's Sayin. The pocket breaking down. And it's a throwaway. It's a good call down here in the red zone on first down.
And I think that's a smart play. Goal to go is tricky when you're trying to throw it in there. And if it's not there, throw it away and live for the next down.
No gain on first makes it 2nd down and goal from the 7. Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. The ball is out close to the goal line. Looks like the defense has it for a takeaway.
Oh, my gosh, Chris, what a wasted possession. In the second half of a tied game, you got the ball in the red zone, you're going in to score and take the lead, and you put the ball on the ground. And just like that, you flip the momentum to your opponent.
And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. How do you play this now? Do you call a conservative play and just wait for overtime, or try to make something happen and win in a regulation? Doing a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking deep downfield to the left. Oh, and it's intercepted. Terrible mistake late in the game. Look out, he's in the clear.
Oh, Chris, during the fourth quarter, it's a tie game, and you throw an interception. Oh, my goodness. I know it's obvious, but you just got to take care of the football. It's that simple. Now their opportunity to take the lead is lost, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And a timeout is taken. Just 3 seconds left. Time for one last play. The offense gets a chance to start with a short field. And looking to throw now on first down. Looking to the end zone. Makes the grab and keeps the foot in bounds. That's going to be enough for a first down. Great play. So tied up after regulation, we go to overtime. Remember, in college football, it's dueling possessions. In the second overtime, if we get there, you have to go for 2 points if you score a touchdown. And the third overtime, Kirk, just becomes a series of 2-point tries.
And I know that's your favorite, to see if we can get to that third series of these overtimes. I love extra football, so I'm looking forward to this. Let's see who's going to win it.
Completion good for first down yardage for this offense.
Get set.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Caught over the middle, it's Smith. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be first and goal right there. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw.
Just a misfire here by the quarterback. These are tight windows, man. They open and close so quickly, you got to almost anticipate where you're going to put the ball.
Second down, we're going to throw it. He's got it near the end zone. Tackled down at the 3 after the catch. Defense up against it now. Here we go. Biggest play so far. Can the defense get a stop on third and goal here in OT? Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. So no field goal attempt. The offense going for it on 4th and goal here in OT. And the quarterback dropping back. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They strike first in OT.
Well, that's his second touchdown catch already in just the first half. You can guarantee the coach on the other side is trying to make every adjustment he can to slow this guy down.
Knock through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. So pressure on this offense. They must answer with a touchdown to stay in this game. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking for his back. Grab down the middle. It's Smith. They finally tackle him down at the 1 after that catch and run.
Anytime you're playing a linebacker position, you start to see a running back come out of the backfield and widen out. There's a tendency to want to beat him out to the flat and overcommit. This time he cuts back inside and creates a headache for this defense and a nice gain.
So needing to reach the end zone to keep this game alive, it's first and goal now. And the quarterback will just sneak it here. And it's a touchdown. They're an extra point away from double OT, or you go for 2 and win it right now.
Well, this is one of the benefits of going second when you get into overtime. Now you know what you're facing. You put a touchdown on the board, you can either send it to another overtime if you kick an extra point, or potentially, hey, let's win the game and go for 2 right here.
And now for the crucial extra point to tie this up and force a second overtime. And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. So 1 overtime, not enough to decide this one. Here comes the first play of double OT. Looking to throw. It's Aller. And he finds his tight end for the catch. They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a first and goal from the 10. So the offense has a first and goal now here in the second overtime. Here's the handoff on first and goal. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go. Now, give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Makes the catch. Can he get in? In for a touchdown to claim the lead in double overtime. And now a 2-point try coming up.
Boy, great job here of finding him again. That's his second touchdown reception in this football game.
So they score the touchdown. Now by rule, they must go for 2 here in second overtime. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And he's in there. The conversion is good. Great execution, and it pushes the lead to 8.
Penn State, 29. Ohio State, 21.
So pressure on this offense here in overtime. They must score a touchdown to stay alive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught. It's Jackson. Solid gain there. Sets up a first and goal at the 7.
Okay, here they go. Big first down, good pickup, and they are off and running.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Back to throw. It's Sayin. Looking to the end zone. And he's in for a touchdown. But still work to do. They need a 2-point conversion to force a third overtime.
Well, the offense has done its job here coming up with this touchdown, and that's a great job. And as you know now, Chris, down by 2, they've got to hit this 2-pointer to be able to tie this game up and send it to a third overtime.
And now the wrinkle here in double overtime. They must set up for a 2-point try. Looking for a receiver. The pass rush closing in. Oh, and it's a huge overtime interception. Across midfield. Out past the 30. Inside the 20. Well, it's been a great season. Big things still possible, Kirk, but for the first time, they run into a hurdle they can't clear. Now, how will they respond to this first loss?
And I think that's the big question. One loss isn't going to eliminate these guys from the playoff, but all they can do and focus on now is resetting, regrouping, and maybe use this loss as fuel down the stretch.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.